What's up, everybody? How are y'all doing? My name is Mike Salen. I am the owner of Grindhouse Video and grindhousevideo.com, and every Sunday I go live on YouTube and I tell you what came in, what's coming in, give you news, updates, rants, reviews, and answer your questions. If you have any questions, please ask. I will get to those in just a second. Hope everybody's having a good night. Hope everybody had a good week. It was kind of a slow week for me, which was great. I was able to take yesterday and today off. This is the first time I've had 2 days off and not been sick doing that in quite a while. I don't even remember the last time I took 2 days off in a row. So yeah, it was nice. Just kind of chilled out, did nothing, and yeah. It was almost like being a normal person. Alright, let's get into it. There's not a whole lot going on this week either, which again is great. So let's talk about what came in this week. This week we got in Blood Money. It's a box set from Arrow. It's a limited edition. We got in The Burning 4K from Scream Factory. Dark Nature Blu-ray from Epic Pictures. Day Zero from, I want to say, Wellgo USA. I'm not 100% on that though. DVD of a movie called Gnaw. Can't remember who put that one out. Rob Zombie's Halloween 1 and 2 from Australia is in stock. It is region free. Comes in the little slip box. We got Houseboat Horror from Umbrella. These came in with the limited edition numbered slipcovers. Or actually, should I say, numbered J cards that go over the slipcover, which I don't know why anybody cares about that. It's annoying. Inferno Rosso, Joe D'Amato on the Road of Excess, documentary from Severin. We got Invaders from Mars in 4K and on Blu-ray. Nope, don't come with the slipcover. Invaluable, the true story of an epic artist from Synapse. We got in Magic Cop from 88 Films US, comes with the slipcover. We got in Scream 6 on 4K, on Blu-ray, and a 4K Steelbook. Take your pick. We got in the Swamp Thing Blu-ray, not the 4K, but the Blu-ray from MVD Rewind, comes with the slipcover. And then lastly, we got in A Tale of Two Sisters from Umbrella. This one comes with the slipcover and the J card that is numbered. Like I said, not a whole lot going on as far as new releases this week. We're all caught up. We got in Blue Underground, the final orders. We're all caught up with that. As far as I know, John did not tell me if we were missing anything. Don't think we are. I'm going to do a final inventory on the stock that's left. It should be fairly accurate. If you want anything from Blue Underground, it should be available on the website. But we will be done with that this week. And the Blue Underground sale altogether will be completed by the end of the week. I don't have numbers, so I don't know how well we did. I think we did okay. But honestly, I have no idea. It's hard for me to gauge anymore because I don't do the shipping. So, I don't know. When's Swamp Thing 4K coming? It got pushed back to August. I don't know. I mean, August titles are starting to come in. Technically, the Blu-ray is an August title now, since it got pushed back. I don't know when it's supposed to be in, though. How'd you like the new Tom Segura Netflix special? He reminds me of you if you were bald, which I pretty much am. This whole hair thing I got going on is like my last-ditch effort to not be bald. But yeah, I think I had too many high hopes for it. I gotta watch it again. I did like it. It's not my favorite of his right now. But I am gonna watch it again. I think I was just like so psyched on it that it was. I don't know. It wasn't as good as I was wanting it to be, but it is good. It's definitely, if you like him, You should definitely check it out. Code Red Scorpion. Do you know if you'll get joysticks or my tutor? I don't know off the top of my head. Fat guy in a Speedo. But I will say this. For years now, Bill had told me about how he's got so many storage units full of product. And before he passed, right before I moved, me moving actually made it not happen. But right before I moved, we were talking about him just sending everything to me and clearing out his warehouse or clearing out his storage units. It didn't happen. He passed away. And then Walt got it, and then he passed away. And Walt, I know, had a bunch of stuff in storage. So I have been getting stuff in from one of the guys that got the majority of the stock from Bill and Walt's. From basically Code Red and Scorpion. All of the product. I've been getting it in, been checking it in. I am not done. I'm not even done with the first half of it. The second half has already started coming in, and I can't get to all of it. So I haven't had time to finish, because every time I I got other stuff to do, and then I'm caught up. Let's get through Scorpion and Code Red. I start going through stuff, and that day 10 more boxes come in. I'm like, God damn it. I'm never going to get caught up. But I think it's almost over. I think I've gotten most of the stuff. So I should be finishing up within the next couple weeks. But I've also been talking with two different people. One guy that got a lot of the DVDs, and then the other guy that got most of the Blu-rays and some more DVDs. There are actually more DVDs than Blu-rays, but they put out a lot of DVDs. It's well over 200 titles. And it's a lot of money. But I'm pretty close. I'm not going to guarantee anything because no money has changed hands. But I think I've worked out a deal to take all of the leftover products. So I will be getting all of the product for Code Red and Scorpion that was in those storage units for so many years. Which means I'm going to have to get a storage unit. It's a lot. It's 30, 40, close to 50, maybe even closer to 60,000 units. It's a lot. It's a lot of product. But yeah, I'm very close to possibly getting all that. I don't know when all of it will be available, but we're getting there. But yeah, is joysticks and my tutor in there? I doubt it, but I don't know. Heard a few people talking about how a few labels are starting to region lock selected 4K titles, which I didn't even know was possible. Do you know anything about that? This is the first time I've heard about it, so no. Speaking of, what else did you watch? How was the Women's Beach Volleyball Tournament? I just finished watching that. My favorite players were actually in, I think, Germany in a tournament. So there's a bunch of girls that I've never watched before, so it was kind of cool. Have some new players that I'm watching, but it was nice. I did literally nothing the last 2 days, so I'm all about that. Have you uptaken all of titles, even if you even have any? No. I mean, they're still available. I know they're supposedly not around anymore, but they haven't been active for years. As far as I remember, they haven't put out a new title in a while. Olive has never been a huge seller for me, even when they were putting out new stuff. I don't know. I think a lot of people are already seeing some of the titles from Olive go to other companies, so it's not a huge rush to get anything, really. I will say, some of the more obscure titles that they had, you might want to pick up before it goes out of print. But Store it in my garage and pay me in the Blu-rays? No. No. Hope you get Necromancy from Code Red. It's such a great film. I believe that is in what might be physically in the store right now that I haven't checked in. I think it might be in there. To be honest, I can't remember what all I ordered. But I think I saw that on the order form. All right. Caught up with some questions. Let's get into what's coming in next week. From Kino, 52 pickup. We got After Hours. This was supposed to be in this week. It's showing that it's supposed to be here this week. Blu-ray. I don't know about the 4K. I don't know. Criterion never comes in on time. Speaking of Criterion never coming in on time, we'll see if this one comes in, but maybe not. Got a 50% chance. I do know that Cannibal Campout is going to be in because it's already shipped. I got a notice for that. 4 Rooms should be in from Australia. Gloria from Kino. Golgo 13 from the UK. I will talk about the UK in just a minute. But that one should be in. From Kino, number 1 with a bullet. The Ranon Westerns from Criterion. Jesus Christ, I forgot the name of the company. Satan's Little Helper from the UK. It's a limited edition. From TerrorVision, Some Guy Who Kills People with the slipcover should be in. Thieves Like Us, limited edition from Radiance in the UK. To Live and Die in LA, 4K and Blu-ray should be in. And Untold Story from 88 Films, that was supposed to be in. I will talk about that in a second. And then Which Way Is Up and the Bingo Long, Traveling All-Stars and Motor Kings split double feature from Mill Creek. This one will be in. It was supposed to be in last week. And also this one, White Noise 2, was supposed to be in last week. It will be in this week, guaranteed. So that's what I'm expecting. Again, not a lot of crazy shit. Not a lot of major, huge titles. But some solid ones. As far as the UK, I was on the phone for about an hour and a half with PayPal this week. In addition to the many times I've called in the last 2 weeks about getting my card through my PayPal business card, debit, to pay for the UK titles, which is what I've been using for the last 2 years that I've been fucking ordering UK stuff. Never had an issue. And then all of a sudden it started having an issue. So I was like, hey, I need to talk to somebody. I don't care how long it takes. I don't care how many times you have to escalate it. I need to figure this out so I can pay this. I got no answers. I'm supposed to get an email whenever they figure it out. I seriously doubt I will ever get an email from them. So I now, this week, need to call my bank and be like, hi, I know you don't like letting this payment go through. But yeah, I need it. I need this stuff. I didn't get it last week, which is why Untold Story didn't get here. I got a lot of stuff that needs to come in. I need a reliable way to pay this invoice. And every other invoice for the rest of the weeks. So, yeah, more phone calls to banks. Awesome. Yay. Just to pay a vendor. That's it. Just to pay a vendor. The last order I got in, I used my bank card, and it worked. I don't know why, but it didn't this time. So, yeah. All of the UK stuff that I just went through will hopefully be here. But it's not guaranteed. I'm just having issues with paying my distributor. Not because I don't have the money. Money's there. I got plenty of money there. Just getting that money to them is the issue. Manual box set coming soon. Yeah, I got pushed back to next month, I believe. So it should be coming in. Should be coming anytime. Let's go through what I got here. These are from my collection. I can't remember what's in here. We got a Minority Report. I kind of like this movie. I remember liking this movie. It's been quite a few years since I've seen it, but I remember liking the movie. I don't know. Steven Spielberg. I don't think I've ever not liked a Steven Spielberg movie. And then from Unearthed Films, part of the Ryan Nicholson collection, we got Live Feed. As far as all of Ryan Nicholson's films, this is probably... Okay, so Gutterballs, Hanger, Famine. I'd probably... Maybe Live Feed is number 4. Because we've still got more coming. Gutterballs 2 and Big Fucking Monster will be in, I think, releasing this year. So, what else has he got? The Star... Fuck. What is it? What's the name of the other movie? The Star... God damn it, I can't remember. Collar. I think Collar and Live Feed are kind of neck and neck, so they might be 4 and 5 for me. Star Vehicle. Actually, if I'm putting them next to Collar and Live Feed, I think Star Vehicle might be 4. And then 5 and 6 for Collar and Live Feed. Torched. I don't really consider Torched because it's a short, but it is pretty good. Even if it is a short. It's at least interesting. I don't know. It's not my favorite, but it is a good, solid movie from Ryan Nicholson. If you're into his stuff, if you're into the more extreme stuff, you should definitely pick it up. On the opposite spectrum, The Heartbreak Kid. I haven't seen this in a while, but I remember really liking it. I thought it was fucking hilarious. I do want to watch that again pretty soon. Speaking of Code Red and Scorpion, this is one that just got into my collection because I just got it into the store. The Eerie Midnight Horror Show. I've never seen this movie. It has always looked interesting. I doubt I'll like it, but I put one in my collection. Why not? And then as far as DVD goes, we got Daryl. I haven't seen this since I was probably this age. But yeah, Daryl. And then this one, I don't know if I've ever seen it again before. I'm sure I have back in the day when I was renting movies every day. But Red-Blooded American Girl. Heather Thomas. I don't know. It's I don't know anything. I don't remember anything about it, but I'm sure I've seen it at some point. That's about all I got. What's up? Dear Mike, will Grindhouse have some copies of Outwaters Blu-ray and the ETR media release that was sold out in hours at Vinegar Syndrome? If I do, it'll probably be without the slipcover. I don't like E.T. Honestly, I don't know if I do either. I haven't seen it in probably 30 years, if not more. But E.T. holds a special place in my heart because it was the first movie I ever saw in the theater. And I didn't understand how movies worked. I was very little. My mom made my sister take me with her friends. And when the movie ended, I didn't understand that that's what happened. His movies ended. So I started screaming at the top of my lungs in the theater, wanting the movie to continue, even though that wasn't possible. So E.T. holds a special place in my heart. I don't know if I'll ever watch it again, but the reason I have the shirt is because Fright Rag's mystery tees. Like, I used to get those a lot. And this is one of the shirts that I got with the mystery tee thing. And I think that's all. We're caught up with all the questions. What else is going on, guys? What else is going on? I don't have any sales coming up that I know about, that I have dates for. Yeah, I got nothing. I can't think of anything else. Oh, I did get. I don't know when they'll be in. Probably, I'm thinking probably Wednesday. I'll be putting them up. But I might have some more enter the video store that will be available this week. I'll just say that. We'll I don't know when, but just keep an eye out if you've been missing it. And I know it's going for crazy money right now on eBay. We are going to sell it for full retail, which was $100. That way, I make some extra money. You guys get a better deal than what the people are selling it for on eBay. We are going to limit it to one per item per customer, so that I don't have scalpers buying a bunch of them. But yeah. Anything on Etsy lately? No, I've been looking through Etsy. I haven't really found anything that's really sparked my interest. They turned Henry's head. Probably because they couldn't get the rights to their faces. That happens. Because Fright Rags actually licenses the stuff. So yeah, they probably got the license for E.T., but not the people in the movie. Which I don't know if a lot of people know that. Alright. That's all I got. I feel like there was something else. I don't know. You think you'll be getting the Evil Dead Rise Steelbook from the UK? No. As of right now, my distributor does not have it available to order. So no. And a lot of the Steelbooks and limited edition stuff coming from the UK, from the majors. Studio Canal, not so much. They're having a little bit of an issue with them. But the stuff that's coming from like Universal and fucking MGM and all those Paramount, the big companies, I'm not really able to get a lot, if any, of a lot of these, because I guess they're limiting how many they're going to sell to the distributor. I'm trying to get this stuff, but there's no guarantee. So I'm just not putting it in on the website. Like I'm putting in numbers behind the scenes to get product in, but I can't guarantee that I'll be getting any of it. So a lot of that stuff it'll be available when I get it, if I get it. So I don't want to take pre-orders. I don't want to put it on the site. I'm just gonna take orders for it once it finally gets here. Hope you can get that PayPal craziness resolved. So do I. I use PayPal for paying most of my vendors because I get cash back whenever I use that card. So, it helps. And we're not talking about like you got $5 in returns. We're talking like sometimes hundreds. I've had one that was close to 1,000 for that month. So it's significant. So yeah, I very much hope that I can pay it with PayPal. Do you know when you're getting the Bruce Lee 4K box set? No, I don't have a date. Somewhere closer to the street date. I don't really get in Arrow, UK, any UK stuff that far out from the street date. Most of the time, it's getting here and we're shipping it on street, if not a little bit before, or a little bit after. What is it? Burial Ground A lot of people have been emailing me about that. I don't know. I've got my order in. My distributor hasn't had him come in yet. They haven't changed the street date on it. I don't know what's up with it. I don't know. I don't have communication directly with any of these labels. I know a lot of people think that I'm talking to them on a daily basis. I don't have communication with these labels. Never talked to anybody from 88. Severin, Vinegar Syndrome, I'd order directly from them, so yeah, I have communication with them, but sometimes when I'm doing a sale with Arrow, I'll have communication with somebody there. Whenever we do the announcements for Facebook and social media and all that for every month from Arrow, I have a communication with them. But other than that, I don't talk to these labels. I find out about shit when you guys do. So, I don't know. Any chance you'll get the horrible Dr. Hitchcock from Radiance? I don't see why not. Any chances of getting Jaws 4K from the Film Vault edition from you? Sold out item everywhere. I am not carrying the Film Vault titles, any of them, from here on in. I got in the first round. They suck. Their size is fucking annoying. They're just too big. I have to have special boxes for them, and if somebody pays for priority to ship those, basically I lose money on it. So, no. Anytime they release any Film Vault titles, I will not be getting them. They need to make them normal size. Just make them normal size, that's it. Alright. We're going to recall it. We're going to wrap it up. Be a nice person and click the subscribe button, click the like button, click the notification bell, so you'll find out whenever we go live. You'll hear about things. I'll have a lot of news coming up, hopefully in the next few weeks, about the Scorpion and Code Red stuff. There are some titles in there that I've never heard of, especially the DVD. There are some titles that I did not know that Scorpion and Code Red put out. There's some titles in there that I didn't even know they would even have. Some titles I have ordered before, and they did not come in because they, I guess, didn't know they had them. Some have hundreds, some have one, and as far as quantities go. So once I start getting that stuff in, I'll let you guys know. But each week until then, mainly this week and probably next week, keep an eye out on the Code Red and Scorpion labels as I get more and more of the stuff checked in. Damn it, that jumped quite a bit. Hold on. Any word on what's happening with Kosa Nostra box from Radiance? So basically, if you don't know the story, we got them in. We boxed them up, all the pre-orders, and started selling them. That day that happened, I got an email from my distributor saying, don't do that. There is an issue with one of the discs, and we're going to do a replacement program. So we took all that stuff out of the boxes, voided all those labels, and we're just holding the product until the replacement discs come in. That hasn't happened. I think it might be taking longer than they expected, because they did push it back. They basically put it back on pre-order. It messes up my numbers to put it back on pre-order, because we technically have them in. It's a mess, so I'm not taking orders for them right now. They will be available once the replacement discs come in, but I don't know when that is. But it did get pushed back recently. Okay, some U.S. company is doing 4K. I don't know who it is. It's not been announced yet. Diabolic has a note on their site They cannot carry the Radiance edition because of territory rights. Mike, let us know. I don't fucking know. I guess we're talking about the horrible Dr. Hitchcock. I don't have any alliances with any labels. I've been asked a couple times to not carry something, but I haven't heard anything about this, so I don't see any issue. I guess I'll carry it. Alright, everybody's saying goodnight. That means I can go. Thank you very much for watching. As always, every Sunday, 7-ish, I go live on YouTube and I tell you what came in, what's coming in, give you news, updates, trans reviews, and answer your questions. Please join us every week. We get to kind of hang out, have fun, talk some shit about some people sometimes. I rant every once in a while, and you guys always enjoy that. We'll see. I might have a rant coming up, because we have reached that point where... Okay, my rants got famous years ago, probably like 5 years ago, because I had a beef with Scream Factory. This is when I was still doing lives on Facebook. Probably 5-6 years ago, maybe even more. And basically, I was told finally, after emailing them many times, that their distributor, I had to basically order like $250,000 worth of product every year to carry their stuff. Well, at the time, I didn't even have $250,000 in sales for the year. So there was no way that was going to happen. But now we're getting there to where I might be able to do this. So this week or next week, I will be contacting Cinedime about getting an account. So my pricing for Scream Factory might go down, which is good for everybody. Might actually sell some of the stuff whenever they release it, because like I'm ordering minimal quantities on all this shit because my prices suck. Because I'm not getting them directly from their direct distributor. But if they do give me any shit, there may be another rant. So keep tuning in. You never know what will happen. But as always, I will leave you with that. Be nice to people. Don't be a dick. Hail Satan.